Hello and welcome back. This is Grillenheimer, Transformers the card game Gamers Need Christ. Possibly the very last video. I don't know, because I was wanting to go back to my relationship videos, which I still have some stuff saved up for that. We'll see. Okay. I won't bore you with markers anymore, but I came up with these just for the fun of it. These are my ones, these are twos, those are threes, these are fives. I didn't even color them or anything. And I have two different kinds of tens. Now, if you notice, the ones just have a dot with a line going through it, two dots and lines going through it, three dots and lines going through it in somewhat of a, they're supposed to be identical patterns. The fives almost look like an eyeball, but I was really trying to go, maybe I should have just done the V. I was kind of going for like the Roman numeral kind of look here. So when I went and did my tens, these originally were my tens to have like two fives put together. Let's get it in focus. Here we go. But I didn't like these. I didn't like those. So I thought, two fives. Let's put them back to back and in a line going and in a circle all the way around, like these others. So these are fives. These are tens. I was just trying to come up that looked something, maybe not Cybertronian, but yeah, Cybertronian for something silly. Not silly, but something to go by. I've got so many markers, so many bottle caps that wow, I'm almost swimming in these things. And we're going to go through all my characters, starting with wave one. Now, I started with the Spedbots and that notebook that I found from 1987 where I created these guys. I've come a long way. Like I said, I still would like to redo these guys. Even if y'all don't get to see them, I'd like to try to redo these guys if I get the time. So here's Speared. And these were not, I did not number these. Speared was the linguist. Here is Stride Off. Speared was the speedster. Stride Off is the linguist. Here is pretty much Ramstador. And I do have an attack. I have rewritten this. That makes more sense. That's not this, which better represents a Slepid gun and what a Slepid gun might do for the card game. I do have the Spedbots. I am the commander at Transformers Earth Wars for the Spedbots. We do not tolerate rug sleepers or tailgaters, whatever you want to call them. Wizard, me, Alpha, we've all been, working on to making sure. Oh, Olympus is a Sluggard Scout. And just because he's a Sluggard Scout does not mean he would be kicked off from the Spedbots. He's always, forever a Spedbot, and he participates. Kicking people off, we don't like it. But as long as you playing events, we'll take you. Here is Stardom. He's the leader of the Spedbots. And put them all together. And we have Stridor. I haven't seen this guy in a while. When I came up with this guy, I was not a He-Man fan. I've never been a big fan of He-Man. I had some friends that were. But here is Stridor, and I did not realize it was a He-Man character name of all things, but apparently it is. I didn't know. When he combines, You get cheeky damage, attack an enemy by 2. And the trick of this guy is the plan 4. You draw 3 every time and plan 4. And he's a pretty good combined character. Up next are the 3 Demicons. Here is Clamort, the Interrogator, Cramash, the Beheader, and Cross-Eyed, the Claw Springer. And they are, if you didn't catch those videos from earlier in the year, this is supposed to be my Quintesson symbol. Who knows what? Well, I did put 6 out of 12 here for him. Who knows what Hasbro Wizards of the Coast is going to do? I'm pretty sure, after seeing Mercenaries, I'm sure we will see Quintessons eventually. They all combine into Cronus, the Destructor. Has 1 extra upgrade slot for any upgrade, and Pierce 5. We'd hate to meet Cronus in a dark alley of the depths of Cybertron. Up next are the Satellicons. Here is Astrite. His bot mode. He looks very unfinished now that I look at him. Here is a secondary card that I had started on the actual white card itself, and where I was still calling them Predacons. Who knows? I might color it and use him. Who knows? Here's their leader, Condor. Maybe I should have started with Condor. I just started with the bot on the top. He's the Orbitor. He is a specialist, a leader, a Satellicon, a ship, a range character. He's got lots of stuff. Shield, Brave. In play, Condor is kind of a weak character. Here is Fratellis, the Blinding Acrobat. When you flip the 2 blues, you get an extra attack to all enemies you are not attacking. That's one of my better Decepticon symbols right there. And I was drawing these directly on the cards. Here is Spinster, the ranged gunner. When an enemy aircraft attacks, and when you are defending, do a 2 attack to it. I really like the coloring of these guys. And when combined, the Satellicons create Prytron. Bold 2, Pierce 4. When defends, play an action card. A 19-star character, if I can see that correctly. My eyesight's terrible. Whoa. I swear I can't count when it gets past 10 o'clock at night. Those are 19 stars. I forgot I was doing the actual like Hasbro Wizards of the Coast trick with the 10, 5, and the 4. Duh. Okay, let's keep going. That was my Wave 1 group. This is my Wave 2 group. Here is Backroad. That's my name on Earth Wars. Ranged Warrior. Attack 6, defensive 6 on each side because it's 66 Mustang, 10 stars. Alright. Catwalk. He's a leader and a ranged character and a water tank. When he bears the Matrix, he has Brave. Yeah, leader, tank, and range. 9-star character. Overseer. Yeah, my dad was a draftsman engineer for a company that made water tanks. In the meantime, my grandparents used to own a boat that looked exactly like this. It was a glass bar 58, 59 sedan. Here we have Foil, True Friend, melee boat. Oh, that's right. I was trying to do bot modes only. There's Foil. And next up is Kill Switch, the bass boat. When flipped to this mode, tough 2 for each of your Autobots. Really? He's a bounty hunter. He's a Decepticon, but he actually, like Octane, he sometimes flips sides. Actually, he actually flipped for good. He just never changed his insignia. Here is Sport, the hidden spy, who transforms into a Toyota Highlander. 8-star character. Let's keep going. Get out of there. Next up is Stingray, the catamaran that my aunt and uncle used to own. Well, somewhat. It didn't have guns on it. It was a Hobie Cat, 7-star character, boat supplier. That is Stingray. Up next is Teak, specialist, a leader, and a melee character. And he is loosely based on a Catalina sailboat, that one of 2.5. There's a story to that. I won't get into that. That my parents used to have. He is a lake captain. Once we got a sailboat that was too big, we couldn't go under the bridges anymore. We had to move it and go down to the coast and keep the sailboat down there because it was too big for the lake. Warfish, Fisherbot. He is a houseboat. He's a 7-star character, a boat and a leader in the range. I mean, yeah, I have a lot of leader characters. With some interesting, and as you can tell, I started getting better drawing because I've been drawing again. Haven't drawn in a long time. Fisher boat, loosely based on my other grandfather's houseboat at a lake in Alabama. I think that boat club is still around. Here is Retgar, and Retgar, the Junkion leader. We still need a Retgar. You know, I think I like the coloring on this one better than that one. This one's a little washed out, you can tell. Yeah, oh, I did this right on the card. You can tell the pen indentions on there. And I made him a 7-star character, and this was all Danny Williams. This was all Danny Williams, let me tell you. All I did is I made the card as per him. And I got one of these. One of these is right, one of these is wrong. I can't remember which. Let's keep going. This is the end of Wave 2. This is Zanbot, loosely based on the a little wood car that my son put in for a little derby car competition for his scouting troop. Did he win? No. Was that gunshots? I hope not. We are pretty close to the interstate over here. And he's a 7-star character. All right. Now we're going back to Wave 3. I think I called this Wave 4 by accident on a previous video when I was in my car or something like that. Here is Barcode. And next up, number 2. And I have these in numerical order, is Captain Galleon Prime, Special Warfare Commander. I really started outdoing myself on some of these drawings. And I don't normally give myself credit enough where credit is due. Number 3 is Commander Pressure Hull, the leader of the Crosscat, the leader of the submarines. There you go. Have you taken your Dramamine yet? It is one of my videos. I am not professional. Up next, number 4 is Crosscat, the CTR signal collector. Attacker cannot use black pips for Pierce. But if you got it on your character card, you can't stop that. And he is an 11-star character, or 11-dot character. Okay, number 5 is Little Dingbot, Ensign Scout, with a KO ability, a Rescue Bot. And he's a dinghy. He has 2 attack and 0 shield. Get him with a pin and he's all over the place. He's gone. Number 6, Doc, D-O-C-K. He's a Corbin. If you drew a white pip card from your deck when you drew, draw again. When defending, you may scrap 2 white pips and repair 2 from one of your boats. He's a rescue patrol also. So I've created about 3 or 4 rescue patrol characters. Flathead, Mercenary, number 7. Bot mode and docked alt mode. 7-star character. And up next is Fogbreak, the Decepticon, number 8, Reconnaissance. He is a 9-star character. And my cousin said it really looks similar to some G.I. Joe boat. I watched G.I. Joe. I didn't collect the toys or anything. I wasn't a big fan. Apparently he was, of Transformers and G.I. Joe. Gasline, number 9. 9 Gasline. Oh, goodness. The diesel expert. Thanks for the help on naming these guys, and helping the creative spirit among the videos. Diesel is not his name, but he is a diesel expert. Number 9. 66 Chevrolet truck. Used to be my dad's. Number 10, Gridiron, the chef. It'd be a very hard card to really play with because he's a thing. No, he's a grill. Keep going. Lieutenant Ghost Current, number 11, Sonar Tech with Pierce 2. My second sub with a ranged ability. Up next is Lieutenant Junior Lophius Corman, number 12 with Bold 2, a 6-star character. Sub in melee and a green Decepticon symbol, which originally was going to mean something, and apparently it didn't. Lieutenant Shredhead, Mercenary, Leader, Mercenary. Melee, he is an 8-star character, because I started doing stuff on both sides. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. Leader, boat, Mercenary, gray, cool, speedboat, keep going. Lieutenant Trog, number 14, the Grease Monkey. He's a 7-star character and based on an Impala, and you can really tell here, but not so much here. He just looks like a square car. Don't ask me to draw a car. He is a 7-star character. Up next is number 15, Otter. Outer Switch. Yeah, I put in 2 T's. It was supposed to be 1 T. Mercenary, 9-star character. Leader, Laughing Boy, flips into Senior Advisor. Still, you really need to look up some of these boats online. And there's some really cool pictures, videos, people having fun on boats that nobody can afford. Powerline, LOL, number 16. He can use his bucket truck to grab an action from his scrap and play it when he's flipped over to bot mode. Use when he's flipped again. Okay, there we go. Climb that pole. Don't get electrocuted. Safety first. Number 17, Private Buzzburr, Program Analyst. Loves the girls. Doesn't matter what faction. He then will give him Bold 3. He's a 6-star character with 9 health. He's pretty weak, but it sounds like a pretty fun character to play with, even with a KO ability. And after you attack, untap another nautical character in alt mode. Lighthouses, subs, and boats. Well, here is Private Dingbot, number 18, not 17, the Spy Areographer, the Specialist. He is not a rescue patrol, but he can affect your rescue patrol. 6-star character, and again, he's an easily popped dinghy. Well, not so easy. He has 1 shield on that one. Let's keep going. Pith Core is next. Number 19, the Ancient Decepticon. That gives Pierce 2 to all your Decepticons, and when tapped, it keeps your enemies from using all Pierce. He's a ship, ranged, leader, and if you're playing with 10 twin core, watch out. 13-star character with 17 health. Salute to you. Salute. Sergeant Flashed Wave. He's energy defense unit, or I put water up there, but EDU stands for Energon Defense Unit. Excuse me. He is a leader, pet rescue patrol leader, and specialist. 8 stars. Yeah, I put the one in the wrong spot. He's a boat leader, rescue patrol specialist, and helps give your rescue patrols bold 2. So if you used him and Private Dingbot together, is it Private Dingbot? Yeah, and he's only 6 stars. That's only 14 stars. And that leaves you with what? 11 stars to play with. I could probably put 2 actual other rescue patrol little characters in there with them. Sergeant Leeway, Surface Warfare, number 21. Flashwave was number 20. When you flip the bot, if Buzzbur is on your team, because they go together. This was actually the MFG boat my dad used to have when I was about my son's age right now. Then the standard good old after you attack, untap another nautical character in alt mode on your own team, not the other team, but your team. Up next is Sealer, number 22, the second water tank, where green pips add extra damage. Oh. Maybe I should have said, it says it is what it is. For each 1 green pip you flip on top of your orange, you get an extra damage for each green pip flipped. That is a tongue twister. Let me tell you, he is a 10-star character, and I think he prevents scraplets. What do you think? And he's a retainer. I thought retainers were for like royalty. But our princess is held in another castle. Here is Snap Switch at number 23 out of 27. We're almost done. Arranged Specialist, Electronics 618X. Gives bold 2. Bounty, untap the character. Our second bass boat. Because Kill Switch was the first. Outer Switch is the leader. Here is Turret Strike. Weapon Tactical, number 24 with bold 2. You can sub a weapon in your armor slot in this mode. Bot flip, do damage to any enemy. I'm going to flip and dodge and attack a member of the other political party. He's a tank in melee, Pierce 2. You can sub an armor in your weapon slot. You may flip after your attack. Well, can I just keep flipping? Can we do that? Can we just keep drilling and keep going and rolling? Not really. Number 25. Our Possessed Destroyer, where Twin Twist is getting taken over by Pith Core. We have Twin Core. Bold 3, if you flip to bot when fighting, a combiner team, not combined, pick an enemy and KO it. And I have come to the conclusion, when it comes to the Constructicons, you can just knock off any Constructicon, but the others you cannot knock out the middle guy, whether it is Motormaster. We don't have Scattershot yet. What am I talking about? Motormaster, Optimus. Well, if it is a 6-character combiner, you can knock one of them out. Knock somebody out if it's a combiner. They can still combine, and if they got somebody knocked out in the KO anyway. There we go. See, why couldn't you do that with your 2 banned cards? I mean, really. Twin Core, the spaceship and a tank. Awesome. Waterproof. Our supply judge. Our 11-star lighthouse of all friggin' things. Well armed. Maybe I should have drawn Elliot the dragon flying around him or something. I don't know. Sing about a candle in the moonlight or something. Weather vane. Millhouse. No. Military chaplain. That's right. 27 out of 27. Our chaplain specialist. When you KO an enemy, each player pulls armor upgrades from each scrap and add armor to each character left on the battlefield. It works. I like it. It's really interesting. Our 11-star character with 14 health. There we go. Oh well. If I don't see you again, thank you for watching. It has been fun. It's been a lot of work. If I had a better program and more time and not a full-time job and full-time dad, and maybe someone in my family that wanted to enjoy this more with me, hey, you never know. Someone might come around. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate the input, the fun, the memories. Keep playing. And remember, guys, have a blessed night, and we'll see you next time. And if not, roll out.